Hey guys, how you doing? So I was doing some work, I guess near the engine bay, and I had removed my slave cylinder for the clutch to do a bit of greasing, and I accidentally stripped one of the threads pretty badly. I tried to screw it back in and completely was not thinking, and so I, had to basically re-thread it with a helicoil. Definitely the first thing you should do when you feel a little bit of resistance that doesn't feel right is to back the bolt back out and try to re-thread it using, a re-threading bolt. It probably looks something like this. This came with a helicoil pack. But I just wanted to give you some tips on what I did to get it to work a little bit more safely, I suppose. I'll go ahead and post a video, the one I watched, of a guy installing a helicoil, and it looked pretty good the way he did it. The only thing that I did differently was I used a hand tool to thread in the helicoil as well as to re-thread the new hole after drilling a bigger hole. I got this from Harbor Freight. It is very, very useful because it's a ratcheting, what is it? It is a T-handle tap ratchet wrench for 1/4" to 1/2" taps. It's really good because it spins in it spins like a ratchet. You can go one way and then you can switch the direction using this top ring, black ring. I think it was like $10. I can't really remember exactly, but this thing was extremely useful to use. Rather than using a drill to re-tap, it's just pretty dangerous to use a drill in my opinion because you could re-thread it wrong. You can just hand tie it down using the ratchet, so you just, there's no a lot of force to spin it. And of course, when you're spinning it in, you want to back it back out every so once in a while. I just did it every 2 or 3 turns. I would turn it down. I would form like 2 or 3 new threads, and then I would back it back out again just to clean up the threads, make sure I had a very solid, pathway to work with. The next thing that I recommend is using this drill bit here, Irwin, made for hardened steel. I used it for my bell. I think it's for my bell casing. That's what the slave clutch cylinder was attached to. And it worked really nicely. It went in real smooth, required almost no real effort, just a little bit of push. But of course that is because I used this right here, the TrueTap Foamy cutting fluid. I sprayed this on the bit, I sprayed it in the hole, and kept it nice and lubricated so that this drill bit, when you formed the hole, it had no issues. I also used it on the tap. I sprayed the tap. Oh, there's a little bit of metal right there, I think, left over. I sprayed it all over the tap and into the hole as well when I was tapping. And so what I did was I put the tap into here. It goes right into there, and then these go in and out, so you have a little bit of more torque to work with. And what I did was I just went in and tapped it, and then I reversed back out again, and then I went back in a couple more threads, reversed back out again. Definitely want to make sure that you can fit this whole entire helicoil in there. If you can't, I don't know if you can, shorten it a little bit by cutting off some of these threads. But once it's in there, it really is difficult to get. And that I used this brush to clean out the hole every once in a while. And I use an air duster, of course, if you don't have compressed air, to clean it out as often as possible, to clean out all the clippings when you're tapping it and drilling the new hole. I'll show you guys later on what I did for the clutch slave cylinder. I had to remove it to grease the clutch fork. My WRX was making some funny noises after doing a little bit of, spirited back road driving. I thought I'd talk about this first. Lots of other videos coming, guys, so stay tuned. I appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel and watching my videos. So thanks a lot. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.